Welcome learners to this course on Innovation and Design Thinking for Educators. Today is session 1 of week 4 where we will be discussing design thinking and how it complements the goals of NEP 2020. This course is brought to you by Professor Rahul Mishra and Professor Nitika Seth of IILM University. The National Education Policy NEP 2020 aims to transform the Indian educational system by fostering critical thinking and creativity. Design thinking offers an innovative approach to achieve these objectives by emphasizing empathy, ideation, and problem solving. Let's look at the agenda for today. We will talk about the integration of design thinking and NEP 2020. The emphasis on experiential learning, critical thinking and problem solving, multidisciplinary and holistic education, student-centered personalized learning, encouraging innovation and entrepreneurial mindset, integration of technology and digital learning, empathy and social emotional learning, flexibility in assessment and skill-based learning, teachers as facilitators and innovators, community and real-world problem solving. We will also share some real-world examples where you can see the alignment of design thinking and the NEP 2020. Let's go ahead with the session for today now. Design thinking and the new Education Policy 2020 share common goals. Both focus on fostering creativity, critical thinking, innovation, and problem solving in education. NEP 2020 emphasizes experiential learning, encouraging hands-on, practical learning rather than rote memorization, which aligns closely with the iterative and user-centered approach of design thinking. Through structured frameworks, design thinking enhances logical reasoning and higher order thinking skills, which are also the key objectives of NEP 2020. Let us look at how design thinking and NEP 2020 align with each other. Emphasis on experiential learning, encouraging innovation and entrepreneurial mindset, focus on critical thinking and problem solving, integration of technology and digital learning, multidisciplinary and holistic education, empathy and social emotional learning, student-centered and personalized learning, flexibility in assessment and skill-based learning. Let's go over each of these and understand what the approach is for NEP 2020 and what the approach may be for design thinking. NEP 2020 encourages hands-on practical learning rather than rote memorization, focuses on experiential learning as a key component of the educational framework, promotes activities that involve real-world application and problem solving. While the design thinking approach involves prototyping, testing, and iterative problem solving to learn by doing, it emphasizes learning through active participation and engagement with projects. It utilizes a hands-on methodology that mirrors real-life challenges and solutions. Critical thinking and problem solving focus. NEP 2020's focus on critical thinking. It aims to develop logical reasoning and higher order thinking skills among students. It encourages students to define problems effectively and ideate innovative solutions. It supports the development of informed decision-making capabilities through structured frameworks. Design thinking's problem-solving approach. It utilizes structured frameworks to help students tackle complex problems. It emphasizes iterative problem solving, allowing students to prototype and test solutions. It fosters a mindset oriented towards creativity and critical analysis, essential for real world challenges. Multidisciplinary and holistic education. The NEP 2020 breaks silos between subjects, encouraging cross disciplinary learning, while design thinking integrates science, art, technology, and humanities to solve complex problems. This approach not only enriches the learning experience but also equips students with the skills needed to tackle real world problems. Student centered and personalized learning. NEP 2020's student centric approach promotes flexibility in curriculum, allowing students to explore subjects of their choice. It encourages a learning environment that focuses on the interests and needs of the individual students. It aims to develop students' unique talents and potential through personalized education paths. Design thinking's human centered learning uses human centered design to tailor learning experiences based on student needs and interests. It encourages students to engage in projects that resonate with their personal goals and experiences. It fosters an environment where students take ownership of their learning journey through iterative processes. Encouraging innovation and entrepreneurial mindset. NEP 2020 advocates for entrepreneurial thinking and skill development. It encourages students to identify real world challenges and solve them creatively. It fosters a mindset that values innovation and practical application of knowledge. Design thinking approach to innovation teaches its students to prototype solutions and iterate based on feedback. It integrates real world challenges into the learning process, enhancing engagement. It empowers students to apply design thinking principles to entrepreneurial ventures. Integration of technology and digital learning. The new education policy emphasizes digital education, coding, and AI integration. It states the importance of technology in enhancing learning. Design thinking applies tech-driven problem-solving approaches, allowing students to prototype solutions using modern tools. This alignment fosters an environment where innovative solutions can be developed, leveraging technology to support creativity and critical thinking in education. Empathy and social emotional learning. The NEP 2020 emphasizes on social and emotional learning. It recognizes the importance of mental well-being and emotional intelligence. It encourages holistic development through empathy and social awareness. It promotes programs that integrate emotional learning into the curriculum. Design thinking's role in empathy starts with empathy understanding users, which could mean students and teachers, before designing solutions. It fosters a culture of collaboration and communication among students. It encourages students to identify and address real-life problems through empathy-based approaches. Flexibility in assessment and skill-based learning. Competency-based assessments in NEP 2020. NEP 2020 moves away from rote exams, adopting contemporary-based assessments. This approach evaluates students on their ability to apply knowledge and skills in real life and world scenarios. It fosters a deeper understanding of concepts and encourages skill development. Iterative feedback in design thinking. Design thinking employs continuous feedback loops where students test, reflect, and improve their solutions. This iterative process helps students develop critical thinking and resilience. It encourages a growth mindset as students learn from failures and successes. Teachers as facilitators and innovators. The role of teachers in NEP 2020. NEP 2020 encourages teacher training and innovative pedagogies to enhance teaching effectiveness. Teachers are seen as facilitators who guide students in their learning journey rather than just providers of information. The policy promotes a shift from traditional teaching methods to more collaborative and inquiry-based approaches. Let us now talk about the impact of design thinking on teaching. Design thinking helps teachers redesign classrooms and lesson plans to foster better engagement and creativity. It empowers teachers to use human-centered design principles, focusing on students' needs and interests. By applying iterative problem solving, teachers can refine their teaching strategies based on student feedback. Community and real-world problem solving. The new Education Policy 2020 promotes experiential learning through local community engagement. It emphasizes the importance of students working on real-world problems, engaging with stakeholders, and co-creating solutions. This approach aligns with design thinking principles, which prioritize empathy and user-centered design, ensuring that solutions are relevant and impactful for the community. The NEP 2020 emphasizes experiential learning, creativity, critical thinking, and problem solving. It aligns seamlessly with design thinking principles, fostering an environment where students can thrive through hands-on experiences and innovative thinking. This approach is pivotal in preparing students for real-world challenges and opportunities. In the next few slides, we will discuss some real-world examples where design thinking has been integrated into the Indian education system in line with NEP 2020. Atal Tinkering Labs by Niti Aayog. It encourages innovation, creativity, and hands-on learning. Students prototype real-world solutions using human-centered design in labs equipped with 3D printers, robotics, and AI tools. Delhi government's happiness curriculum focuses on holistic education and socio-emotional learning. Uses empathy-based learning to help students solve real-life problems, enhancing emotional intelligence and well-being. CBSE skill hubs under NEP's vocational learning. It promotes multidisciplinary learning and experiential education. Encourages students to prototype innovative solutions in vocational fields like design, AI, and entrepreneurship. Learners are encouraged to go through these at length. Unnati program by the Maharashtra government strengthens the foundational literacy and numeracy programs. Teachers apply iterative problem solving to address student learning gaps, refining their teaching strategies based on feedback. Kriya University, where you have interdisciplinary learning models. The NEP 2020 alignment would be that it promotes flexible multidisciplinary education. Students solve real-world problems through case studies using design thinking frameworks for innovative solutions. Design your own degree at IILM University and Ashoka University. Encourages students' agency and choice in education. Students co-create their curriculum based on problem solving, interests, iterating on their learning journey. Here are some more real-world educational innovation examples. Kerala's Little Kites initiative, which is a student-led STEM project. The NEP 2020 alignment is that it strengthens digital and coding literacy. Students use iterative testing and empathy-based problem solving to develop tech solutions for community issues. Agastya's Foundation's hands-on science labs encourages experiential learning and inquiry-based education. Students explore scientific concepts through experimentation, prototyping, and iterative learning, improving engagement and retention. Indian School of Business Design Thinking Boot Camps for Schools. The NEP 2020 alignment would be that it prepares students for entrepreneurial and problem-solving careers. Whereas the design thinking aspect is high school students tackle real-world challenges, ideate solutions, and develop business prototypes. Design thinking is not just a tool, but a mindset that directly supports the transformative vision of NEP 2020. Embedding design thinking in education can make India's learning system more dynamic, problem-solving oriented, and student-centric. This alignment emphasizes empathy, iteration, and hands-on learning, facilitating real-world implementation through innovative practices. The key takeaways for today's session. Empathy, iteration, and hands-on learning are central to both design thinking and NEP 2020. Real-world implementation is happening through government programs, schools, and universities. Multidisciplinary approaches are shaping how students and educators solve problems. We hope you enjoyed today's session. We look forward to your feedback and to see you in our next session. Thank you all for joining us.